So today I have a new XP farming method to share with you all, and this one actually came from a suggestion from a Twitch viewer on my stream. I am Xenos is the name, and this is a very similar method to Champion's Demise and the Moggen's Hold. Our Moggen's works here. You're going to jump in, complete a certain amount of dungeon, and then reset it, and then run back in. So the dungeon is Iron Hold, and there's a slight difference between the previous dungeons and this dungeon. There's also options for you to group farm it, and if you are group farming, it will be a lot better, as with everything in this game. So unlike the previous dungeons where we would dive in and just complete the sort of boss or the elites and regular monsters right in front, we're actually going to be completing a portion of this dungeon and going around and collecting the key so we can unlock the second portion of this dungeon. So what's nice about this also is that this one actually has a very high monster density in this first area. So I highly recommend, in order to get the massive XP values that I'm getting, you're going to want to clear out the beginning area as well as you're going through and finding the jailer. It's very, very efficient to go ahead and do so. And keep in mind that the XP that you are suggesting, or that I am suggesting here in terms of 35 million, is only available in groups. If you're going to solo this, then you can expect about 20 to 25 million. But if you're going to group play it, you can spread out and search for the jailer together. And you can also spread out and go ahead and find the elite packs together. And you can also reset the dungeon quicker. So it's very, very efficient to run in a group. But if you're not in a group, this still can work extremely, extremely well. So you can see here, we found the jailer. Kill off those elites as we're going, or the regular monsters as we're going through. And then you're going to notice that you're going to open the door and you're going to enter into the second part of the dungeon. Typically, there is going to be a shrine in here. And guess what? We're going to be searching. We're on the lookout after we go ahead and usually beat some sort of transitionary period between both phases of the dungeon. You really only have to kill some sort of boss typically, and then you'll enter into that second portion. Now, when you get into the second portion, you are on the lookout for two massive packs of elites, similar to Moggen's works. Very, very important that you find it. And when you do, you'll absolutely know what it looks like, okay? This is an event area, so we're gonna have to back out of here. But trust me, when you see it, you'll be like, yep, I found it. So we're gonna look around here, keep on looking. Sometimes it can take a little bit of time, similar to Moggen's works. And there it is. So here we are. Here is the massive pack of elites. You can see here there's like 30 elites, and we're going to go ahead and annihilate them all. Pretty simple. And we're going to do the same thing. You can see all that loot. Insane farm. And then we're going to head back over to the other portion of the dungeon to try to find the second pack. So let's continue onwards. Usually there is about two, but similar to Moggen's works, there are sometimes when there's only a single pack. There's the elite, and that should be the massive group that I'm talking about. Yep, there it is. Here's the massive group. And we're going to blast through this and then get all our XP. Now, I will note, we are using this dungeon, but it's very possible that Blizzard could nerf it. And if it is, I will update the title of this video. But until then, a lot of people have been using it, so I see no reason to keep this method to myself. Like, why would I just sit here and keep this method to myself when I could share it with you all? And at the end of the day, some people are going to get benefit from it before nerfing it, and some people aren't. That's just the way it goes. But the more people that know about it, right, the less advantage or whatever it is going to happen in certain scenarios versus others. So pretty amazing farming method, guys. Similar to Moggen's work, as I said. Look for those two elite packs, kill them. If you only find one, that's it. But after you're done with it, you're gonna go ahead and leave the dungeon, leave the game if you're solo, and then enter the game. If you're in a party, you can just simply leave the party and then re-invite your teammates, and you'll be easily able to reset the dungeon. But if you're solo, you're gonna have to leave the game and restart it. You're gonna want an AoE farming build, and you are gonna want some sort of speed if you can, so you can cruise through it a little bit quicker. But if you have a party, it's not gonna matter too much. So thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you all for the next one.